Oh. Welcome back to Storytime with Kristina. That's me. Welcome to week 2, guys. As I described in our first video, I'm just going to be sharing some of my favorite books with you guys throughout the weeks that we are in quarantine to maybe give you guys something to do to keep yourself occupied so that way you don't get completely and utterly bored. Which might still happen, but we're going to do what we can. So this week's book is called If You Feel Too Much, by Jamie Tworkowski. I really cannot pronounce his last name. He is the guy that founded To Write Love on Her Arms. So this book is just a collection of his writings throughout the many years that he was like blogging and it was like blogs, letters, emails, things like that. Just kind of his journey leading up to, and also To Write Love on Her Arms, kind of that journey with everything through the years. He's tried to write another book, but just wasn't really functioning, so he decided that he's like, well, I can just pull all these and kind of do it that way. So this book, I just got it for my birthday last calendar year, and it just came to me at a really poignant time in my life. I had a family member pass away also last calendar year, and I've just been dealing with that and trying to figure out like how to deal with emotions and all that kind of stuff, because even as you get older you still have to sort that out, and this book just really provided me some comfort in some kind of tough times, and I want to just share that with you as well. But I will tell you, this book does cover a lot of deep and personal things. So it covers things like suicide and anxiety and depression and self-harm and drug use. And I will also tell you that it's also a slightly religious book. The guy who founded it is a Christian. Founded To Write Love on Her Arms is a Christian, and so that is woven in here as well. So just be conscious of that if you go and pick this book up. But also, I think it handles those things in a very good way. And just as like a note, the subtitle, because I forgot to read it to you, it's called If You Feel Too Much, and it said thoughts on things found and lost and hoped for. So the one I'm going to read from you, the excerpt I'm going to read for you today is called Happy Birthday. It's celebrating the birthday of the movement of To Write Love on Her Arms. There's a really nice origin story there that I'm not going to go into right now, but I would recommend you look it up and kind of explore this organization as well. It's an organization I am really passionate about. You've probably seen me wearing some shirts around the school if you've ever noticed. Also, if you haven't, that's completely okay. So we'll just get to this excerpt, and then I will leave it up to you guys to figure out whether you want to read it or not. So, happy birthday. I like birthdays. I like them more for other people, but I'm glad we celebrate them. At the heart of it is the opportunity to tell someone, I'm glad that you were born, which is also to say, I'm glad that you're alive. Those are powerful statements. The world would be a different place if we lived that way, if we said and expressed these things more than once a year. I hope To Write Love on Her Arms can be something like that, an attempt to say those things more often, to say that we are thankful for life and stories, and certainly you and yours. I hope that we can be something like a gift, something like a favorite song, or some show that you remember, some piece of hope or life or strength to hold against the walls when they feel cracked or failing. I hope we can be a reminder that love is worth fighting for, that your friends and family are worth fighting for, that love and beauty still happen, that change still happens. We'll only ever be part of the process. Words on a screen in the middle of the night. I hope they find you like a friend. A t-shirt pulled from your drawer early on a tired, silent morning. I hope you feel less alone when you look in the mirror. I hope it reminds you of community, that you're part of a bigger thing. I hope it sparks some conversation that brings change like a fire on the coldest night. You'll need more than us. You'll need more and better. You'll need other people. You'll need people to help you process, people to help you let go, people to help you remember what's true, and people to help you forget what's lies. You'll need the stories and advice of people with gray hair or white hair or no hair at all. Don't buy the lie that suggests they have nothing to offer or nothing to say. They were young ones too. There are stories still going, and they've seen the places you will go. They've been stuck at times as well, just like you and me and everyone. You'll need coffee shops and sunsets and road trips, airplanes and passports and new songs and old songs, but people more than anything else. You will need other people, and you will need to be that other person to someone else, a living, breathing, screaming invitation to believe better things. We're saying the story doesn't end here, that the air in your lungs is there for a reason. Perhaps we're all in this business of better endings, you as much as us, the business of redemption. Yours and mine and all the characters around us, and perhaps that bigger thing. I'll steal from Bono here and tell you that I believe we're far from alone in this, that God's been at this for a long time, this business of buying things back, making things new. If this is starting to sound too churchy or spiritual, I'll simply say that I believe God gives a crap about your life, about your story, about your pain. And if those possibilities feel too far or they just sound weird, then rest now and we'll get back to people. We give a crap. The darkness wins too often. Broken things build themselves in silence. People feel alone. People give up. People talk about this stuff like it's math, or they don't talk about it at all. So what are we doing? Why an organization? Why the shirts? Why did a group of young people put their lives on hold and move to Florida a week ago? Why would they trade everything they know, all their natural comfort and quiet, for a crowded house and endless hours of this word, community? Why would they want to join a conversation most people run from? We're trying to fight for people with kindness, with words that move, with honesty and creativity. We're trying to push back at suicide with compassion, with hope. We're pointing to wisdom, pointing to medicine, saying that hope is real, help is real. We're fighting for our own stories, our own friends and families, our own broken hearts. We're saying there's nothing we can't talk about, nothing off limits. We're kicking elephants out of living rooms, making room for life. You. It's about you. This is for you. It's crap unless it moves you. Crap unless it connects with your story, meets you in your pain, reminds you of your dreams, reminds you what's possible. We're still alive, you see. You and I on this night that's never happened before, spread out across a giant circle, winter on one side and summer on the other, day and night the same. And then it moves and turns and changes. Things are always changing. We are glad that you were born. We are glad that you're alive. Don't give up. Don't give up on your story. Don't give up on the people you love. Hope is real. Love is real. It's all worth fighting for. So that is our book for the week. Remember, you can always share your thoughts about it in the comments or just email me. Would love some feedback. I hope you guys are having a good week. Don't give up.